One man's trash is another man's treasure. Wow. Okay. Oh man. Bloody gold. I don't know what this is from, but this is going to be great for Necromunda. Look at these beautiful tracks. I got to make something. Oh. Okay? You just wanted a better look. Oh man. This is actually... This is incredible. Incredible. This pile of treasure was a gift from a local hobbyist, and he said that they were misprints, or things he found cleaning up his shed. And there's definitely some pretty rough things in here, but I can put this to use still. Look. Cheeky Titan print. Gold, Jerry, gold. I think I need to work out what I can actually use for Necromunda, because that's the project that I'm working on right now. Hold on. So pretty much immediately I can spot some fantastic little treasures. Like even this looks just great as is. Or maybe another floor. Now this is a beauty. What? That's just cool. Nice little sneaky little corridor. That might be a bit tight on that side. You know what this reminds me of? And it might actually solve a problem.
What are you doing? You were gifted all this?
Yeah.
From who?
From Matt.
That's so nice.
I know.
So what are you doing with them all?
Well, I'm about to add them to the Necromunda table. Well, I'm thinking this will be all sealed up. Like I put panels in here, fill it with like expanded foam, and I can have junk and stuff coming out of it. And then, you know that, hang on, the truck I bought, and then that can roll along and scoop things in there.
That's very nice.
So here I am on my cheap belt sander, so I can make the inside of these metal girdle walls flat. That way I can add some nice flush walls on the inside, which I ended up doing with cereal box cardboard and a lot of super glue. I had some tiny uniform chunks of MDF laying around that I salvaged a couple of years ago from some drawers, and I used them to add to the illusion that this container is much thicker than it really is. Essentially, I'm making a big garbage bin that I'm going to fill with all my scraps. I have to make ways for it to lift out. This looks big and weighty. I feel good. Let's spray paint this first, though, because it's going to be kind of tricky to paint. Gotta put on a mask. On one of the panels I used the printed side, and on the other panels I used the rough side, and you get two different finishes, which is kind of cool too. Was that on purpose? I'm going to glue some of the leftover bits from last episode that I printed off from my 3D printed bits kit onto these panels. Nope, very off center. It's fine, it's just a bin. It's just a bin. I don't know what kit this is from, but great there. Now, let's glue this sucker down. So even though the idea is to fill this with junk and failed prints, bad casts, we don't want to be wasteful. So we're going to use a bit of spray foam. Hopefully this doesn't expand too much. It shouldn't. Okay, this might seem kind of mad. I bought this little toy truck. It's pretty fun. As a way of transporting and dumping rubbish. It wouldn't be super silly to combine it with Lehman Russ that's been like decommissioned, right? That's totally a plausible thing. Surely. Like, surely there's a few of these floating around Necromunda. I'm gonna glue this on because it's not a bloody toy anymore. My greebling process is really just trial and error. I choose a bit, see if it matches, and if it does, stick it on. It's kind of like doing a puzzle. Actually, maybe nothing like doing a puzzle. I think I found the perfect bit in that pile. I'm not even sure what it is. This is where we're at the moment, right? I was thinking maybe like a claw or a hook. What about a giant bloody magnet? It's like a and then I can have something hanging off of it that looks like it's... That's it, that's the one. I'm gonna design my own bloody thing. I just can't get it right. Basically, every chance I get to do some digital design on a project, I do. Because this is why I learned 3D design years and years and years and years and years ago. It was actually to make miniatures, and technology just hadn't caught up yet. Okay. Yeah, nice. Bob's your uncle. Hey. Good night. Nice. Just like last episode, I've made a filler concoction, which is gap filler and paint. This time I went with copper paint, and I'm using it to blend in all the gaps and all my crimes, and trying to make all these pieces look more uniform, more connected, maybe welded or solid. I also use it for some light texturing too. You can really do a lot with water. I also added a bit of love to the cabin. Gotta keep our driver safe in the underhive. The sun is going down now, so let's quickly get a nice turntable shot while we can. Yeah, looks good. Looks very good. You know, there's nothing really here that could build an entire anything. It couldn't build an entire tank, it couldn't build an entire titan, it couldn't build an entire building. But for me, all this stuff, there's been a few moments in my hobby life where I've been gifted something that someone doesn't need anymore, that's changed everything for me. My friend Bo, when he moved city, he gave me stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of White Dwarf magazine. And these magazines changed everything. They're basically how I learned everything I know that someone didn't teach me at a club. Those magazines got passed to someone else eventually. Another moment was receiving a box of these. A box of old Tamiya paints. They were all military colours, and many of them were duplicates, and many of them had dried up entirely, but they're what I started this YouTube channel with. This beautiful set of terrain is another one of those moments. And now I need to work out how to pay that forward, I think. So thank you very much, Matt. This changes a lot.